Microdema here. Be a warrior, not a warrior. So the Lord led me to talk about His perfect will tonight, and I wrote a little script here because there's a lot to cover in a short period of time. So basically, you may have noticed that a lot of Christians are being pushed into their purpose lately. Some of them are not being very, clear about it when you ask them. They're holding their cards towards their chest, so to speak. This is because God is moving them to their perfect will for their lives, or trying to. Some of them are going through testing. Some of them are being spiritually attacked. Some of them are just having to let go of things from their past that had previously stopped them from moving forward. And God is dealing with these issues with many believers. Doesn't mean they were doing something wrong. It means God is getting them prepared and positioned to be in the right place at the right time for the next thing that He's going to do in the world. So Romans 12:2 says, "Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, so you can discern what is the will of God and what is good and acceptable and perfect." He wants us to have a closer walk with Him during this time, so we can do that. We are to be sanctified and holy, set apart, specifically by abstaining from things like sexual immorality, and to control our bodies in a holy manner, to not sully them with things of the world. We're to be conformed more and more like, to be the examples of Christ every day in our walk with Him, so that the world sees that. We are to be grateful for what we have and what God's doing in our lives every day. And it's important to remember His perfect will is not His permissive will. The permissive will is what God allows and can still use, but a lot of these people are being moved from His permissive will to His more perfect will. Doesn't mean they did everything right all the time, or God is expecting them to, but it does mean that they live a repentant lifestyle and that they are always going to Him with everything they do and every need, and repenting on a regular basis for the things that they do wrong to themselves and others. So as Christians living in His grace, we don't always start in God's perfect will, but we are meant to seek it out as we pursue purposes and spiritual gifts He reveals to us as we walk with Him. We discover His perfect will for us by carefully studying Scripture, through living with a renewed mind, as a result of reading and studying Scripture and praying to God to reveal its truth to us, and through obedience. When we obey what we already know He's told us to do, God reveals the next steps to us. The perfect will of God is for a person to live a life that is in line with His holiness, purpose, and love, allowing Him to work through them for His glory. Okay, so we are meant to pursue this ideal as much as we can. Anyway, be a warrior, not a warrior, and pray for His perfect will to be done in your life.